Math 3, Unit 9, Section 1. Okay, definition of what power? Based on the sub-number. So sub-number, right here, is like the little number, the 5 here. Okay? So based on the sub-number, state the power needed in order to get the value in parentheses. So for instance, this first example here, what power 5 equals 25? So we would raise 5 to what power? 5 to the second power. So therefore, what is the power? 2. This answer is 2. Okay, so what power 5 is 25? Well, we know that 5 to the second power is 25, and so therefore my answer is 2. Okay, so we're just going to work through these examples. They're going to get a little tougher because we'll get some fractions and that kind of stuff. Fun. Okay, so what power 2 equals 16? For instance, it's saying 2 to what power is 16? 4. Okay? X equals 4. Okay. What power 3 is 81? So what power 3 to what power is 81? 4. The answer is 4, right? Okay. Because 81 is 3 to the 4th power. So you're trying to figure out this answer right here. This number is 3 to what power? Okay, so on this one, this is saying what? 10 to something equals, this is 100,000 it looks like. Okay, so how many zeros are there? 5. So therefore, X equals what? 5. Okay, do I need to answer a question right now? Okay, so this is saying 3 to what power equals the square root of 3? So let's think back to roots and that kind of stuff. So what would I do to 3 in order to make it root 3? What power would need to be there? 2. Well, no, because if you had 3 to the second power, it'd be 9. Negative would make it a fraction. 3 to the first is 3. What did you say, Novaline? Yes. Okay, X equals 1/2. So think about this. Remember, 3 to the 1/2 power. 2 represents the root, right? And 1 is the exponent. And so right here, 2 is the root, 1 is the exponent. Are we okay with that? All right, so 1/2 is my answer. Okay, so what is this one saying? 18 to what power equals 1? I'm going to let everyone else think for a second, but yes, you were right. 0, right? Anything to the 0 power equals 1. Okay, example 5. How will I rewrite that one? So how will I just kind of rewrite it like this? What will this one be? 25 to what power equals 5? It's going to be a fraction, good. Because in order to go smaller, we're going to need to have like some kind of root. You're close. Okay, so I've heard a correct answer. Okay, yes.
I just reached it. It's 1/5, right?
No. Okay, So I'm hearing some different things. So I'm gonna do the one answer that I got here for a second. If we put 25 to the 1/5, what is that actually? How would I rewrite that? That would be the 5th root of 25, which means how many do I need for a group in order to pull it out? 5. Okay? So that's not going to work, right? Can you guys rethink your answers? 1/2. Good. Because if I had 25 to the 1/2, that would be the square root of 25, which is 5. And we're looking for the answer of 5, correct? So therefore, x equals 1/2. Okay? Are our brains starting to work yet? Still not yet? Okay, working on it. Okay, next one. How will I write this one? What is this saying? 1/3 to what power equals 1/27? I heard the right answer. 3. X equals 3. Okay, because if you put a 3 here, 1 to the 3rd power is still 1, and 3 to the 3rd power would make 27. Okay, what are we going to do on example 8? How will I first write it? 2 to what power equals? Okay. Now, there's 2 things that we're trying to figure out here. I think on this one with the fraction. First of all, how can I make it, what could I do to 2? What do I need to do to the exponent in order to make it a fraction? A negative. Okay, a negative will flip it. And then 2 to what power is 32? 5. So therefore, what's my answer? -5. Okay. All right. Are we okay with that? Yes. All right. Number 9. How will I rewrite this one? Okay. 0 to what power equals 5? Yeah, is there 0 to any power? It wouldn't matter what I put there. Very good, no solution. Yes? Yes, yep, very good. So anytime you get a 0 in this location, it will always be no solution. Maybe you want to make a note. Always no solution, if you can't read my handwriting. Okay, sorry. All right, example 10. How will I write that one? 1 to what power equals 9? So 1 to the 9th power means 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1, 9 times, which will actually equal what? 1. So is there anything that I can put in that exponent that could ever give me a 9? No. So this one's also no solution. And could we make another generalization about this? Very good, which means that when you have a 1 in that spot, it will, very good, always no solution.
What if it's 1?
Ooh, good job, except if it equals 1. I like that, Tigran. Or 0. Okay. All right, number 11. What do I do? Negative 2 to what power equals 32? So 2 to what power equals 32? 5, right? To the 5th. Okay, so if we wrote this as negative 2 to the 5th power, okay, what's that going to give me? Negative 32. So will that work? No. So this one is no solution. Let's come back to that. We're going to play around with it more because it depends on the value. But, okay. Example 12. How will you write 12? 4 to what power equals 0? Yeah, it's no solution because, right, because what happens if 0 is here? It's 1. And then if you had a negative number here, it would make a fraction. So will you ever get a value of 0? No. So again, no solution. You are correct. Good job. So, the question says, what is different about examples 9 through 12? Can you make any generalizations? Yes?
In a certain apogee or in a certain form, they always have no solution.
Very good. So, all are what? No solution. Now, for a lot of these problems, we were just finding one answer, okay? But when we are doing these problems, you cannot have 0, 1, or negative as a base. And the base is our little numbers that we talked about. All of those are bases. And we're going to be building on this concept. Okay? Your homework today is Unit 9, Worksheet 1. Do we have any questions?